Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're going to take a look at a barrel-aged beer from Stone. This one's actually getting distribution, Southern Charred. This is a 2012 double bastard ale aged in bourbon barrels. So they did a bit of a blend with the beer aged for different lengths of time. They did 51% of the beer was aged 10 months in Kentucky bourbon barrels. 8% of the beer was aged 10 months in American oak barrels that were charred. And then 41% of the beer was aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels that were second used for 13 months, and that beer previously held the suitable for cave aging. So yeah, this beer's getting national distribution. It's also 12.6%. I got it poured out. It's not a very pretty beer. It's really murky, kind of brown. You know, there's a little bit of red tinges to it, but yeah, not pretty looking beer at all. A little bit of lacing, a lot of alcohol eggs on the glass for sure. But there's good carbonation to it. Let's get the aroma. Oh wow, yeah, ton of barrel character. Yeah, and they mentioned on the bottle like that previously used suitable for cave aging, which is like imperial porter, smoked porter. You get a little bit of like a chocolate character from that. You get a lot of vanilla, borderline coconut notes. A lot of that just charred barrel oak sort of tannin character. A lot of like toffee caramel notes to it as well. I'm not really picking up any hops, despite that if you're drinking the regular version you get a lot of hop character. I mean, there's maybe a little bit buried in there, but and the alcohol is actually fairly well masked. I mean, there's a touch of alcohol in the nose, but it doesn't smell overly hot. So let's dig in. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's good. It's yeah, you can tell that's a big beer. Definitely very warming going down. Very sweet. I know there's some hops in there to keep it from going overly cloying, but yeah, you're really picking up the caramel toffee notes from the malt and a lot of barrel character. So up front, I get a big sweetness, toffee, caramel, butterscotch like character. Very sweet. There's a little hint of dark fruit in there, not a whole lot. But it's just a little subtle nuance. To me, it's just all about the big, sweeter malts, the sweeter, like, bready character. And then you get a lot of barrel character. That charred character certainly comes through. It's appropriate name calling the beer Southern Charred. A lot of that vanillin character comes through as well. It's almost borderline like toasted coconut as well. But it's got a really nice barrel character. It's a nice blend with that virgin American oak, kind of helps give it some of that more raw barrel character, as in addition to the second use providing a little bit of like a chocolate character that heads towards the finish. The finish though has a little bit of bitterness to it. That you're picking up the hops, you're picking up some like spicy alcohol notes, and you're picking up like a drying oak tannin character as well. So that really front sweet end gets really balanced out in the end. You're picking up also just the straight like bourbon character. I have a feeling those first use barrels were pretty wet with some of the bourbon left over in there, and you definitely get some alcohol towards the back of the throat as well. It's a nice sipping beer. I think it's probably the best barrel aged beer they've done so far. Really enjoyable, this one. So the beer's getting distribution, so I highly recommend picking it up. It's going to wrap it up for Southern Charred from Stone. Till next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.